Good day again, everyone. Well, it's a fine sunny day. So this video is about Fatso, his forecast for the Bahawal. It's quite long with quite a few clips using his words. Well, the big fat dummy was busy making farm updates again, showing progress and forecasts at the Bahawal again. February 1st he made a video. It was about in town shopping and bought seeds. So he's prepared whenever the fields might be ready. I'm not sure how Fatty got the Taliban. I assume there was 2 tricycles needed, because one is needed for himself alone, the big fatty. So he's got all the seeds out on the table to show us his plans, told Love and go over planting ideas together, I assume. They talk about everything, don't they? Well, except anything about Blake, of course. Sorry I got off track there for a minute. So back to the topic at hand here. So I'll let you listen to the big dummy.
We were in town earlier today, and one of the things we did was some seed shopping. For us, this was a fairly serious buying event. We're a little behind on getting the fields planted, and we needed these seeds. Just got to
listen again to his words.
Need more. We've got to get field 6 is the big push to get planted at the moment. But fields 1, 2, and 3 also need to be planted within the next 2 or 3 weeks. We ordered more weed barrier plastic. We ordered one roll before. It was the 2.5 foot wide by 400 meter long, and it was a little bit too narrow. So hopefully we've ordered the same thing, just wider.
And one more time.
Go a long way. We're basically going to plant all of field 6 that needs to be planted in corn. We're not going to put the weed barrier down because it's not going to be here in time, and we have other places where that weed barrier is definitely going to be used. I just want to get them. Corn is relatively low maintenance. It only really needs to be weeded once. So we're going to plant corn in the rest of that field.
Yes, he's explaining everything with his expert advice, of course, about seeds and veg. So field 6 will be all corn. Yep, the big push is on. And then, fields 1, 2, and 3 all need plastic. And he wants it all done within the next 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, he said. That's his forecast. Yeah, corn is a big push now. Plastic is coming, but can't wait. So I'll share with you some more wisdom and bullshit from the fat dummy.
We are in a lull right now of production-wise. A lot of the fields are not planted. And that's just kind of the way it worked out. We were waiting on plastic, waiting on this, waiting on the other, waiting on payday.
And one last time for that.
And this was like 3,000 pesos for all this. And with another similar amount, we would have all the fields planted and we'll be off to the races. And that's all going to happen within the next 2 or 3 weeks. It kind
of yes, the fields are kind of at a lull right now. Well, I do agree. I don't see anything in those fields even close to a harvest. Of course, he gives the excuse, waiting on plastic, waiting on this, waiting on that, and waiting on payday. Yep, the Blithering idiot. And yep, gave his 2 to 3 week forecast again. Oh man, that man. Then of course, he gave the cost of the seeds. And I'll say it for him. Because there was no budget before. He had to wait till payday. Then of course he uploaded another video. I guess he was strolling down to the fields and thought he would swing by the 2 pigs and talk about pigs. More bullshit, of course. I have a couple clips for you to listen to.
Thought I'd give you a little update on our pigs here. We're waiting on these girls here to come into their second heat. We're watching them kind of close. It's time to get these ladies bred up.
One more again.
I'm gonna have to give them a banana leaf here. They're not gonna be quiet enough for me to make this video. So we'll get them a little snack here. There you go, ladies. It's getting close to feeding time, so they're being a little bit vocal.
So he shows the 2 not so good shape gilts, wondering why they haven't come into heat. Hey fatty, they won't come into heat if they're skinny and unhealthy and not fed properly. And well, I was also thinking, where's the boar? He said before they used the neighbor's boar for Peppa. And we haven't seen Peppa get bred yet from her last batch of piglets. And I do remember him saying the neighbor sold all his pigs. So, I don't know about that. What he's going to do. And I doubt if he even knows. And the weanling from the last batch of piglets, he neglected to show her. Is she still around? He mentioned it, but didn't show her. The damn gilts are hungry, making too much noise. Then, there, ladies, a banana leaf to share. Yes, feed them, you big dummy. They're hungry. Now, I gotta say this. Sorry, there's so many clips to listen to and watch. I could have put more, but that would take the whole video of his to record of the fat dummy. I just put the main clips in to show his bullshit and his ideas. So here's another couple clips. Please listen.
Carl, I'm just worried about this area here being such a cluttered mess. We're going to have to do a little bit of work in the shop because that's where all this stuff needs to go, except for the nets. The nets we can just leave out. But most of this stuff here we need to put somewhere else and reclaim this pen as a piggery pen.
And one more.
And that's, you know, we're gonna have to hire someone to help Tatai because it's this will be too much for him, and he'll to do by himself. And I know Tatai, he likes to have a helper, and I don't know how available I'm going to be to help him. So we're gonna have to hire him a helper.
Now I agree, Fatty, about time you cleaned up the disaster mess. That's not the only mess, but you could start there. Yeah, and it is a perfect snake habitat. He said there was a 7-foot cobra was seen. Well, I won't say any more about that. You can have your own opinion about it. And of course, Tata needs a helper. And they need cement work done. And get the pig pens usable again. Because he has big ideas for the pigs, I guess. Yeah, but he needs budget. Did everyone understand that part? Of course he wants it done within a month or 6 weeks. Yeah, another 6-week forecast. Then the Bahawal bum goes to the chicken pen for more e-begging and whining and forecast again. Please listen.
Most feeding time, you girls are hungry too.
And another one.
It's an expense, but it's not that much of an expense. And we really need to triple the size of our flock. It seems, you know, we're getting eggs, but it seems like we never have a lot of eggs. We never have a dozen or 2 eggs in the refrigerator just sitting there waiting for somebody to eat them.
And sorry, but I have one more.
We...
Yeah, the chickens are hungry too. Like all living things at the Bahawal. Except the rats. They're not hungry. They got lots to eat down there in the so-called fields. He shows what he wants to do with the chickens. And did you hear the blithering idiot stuttering? He forgot what he was going to e-beg about, I think. So 2 more clips for you to hear.
Another, I don't know, what would it be? That's 20, 35, 55, another 60 feet of chain link fence. And we've got this net laying around everywhere to cover it with, some posts, and we're done. A couple thousand pesos, and we can basically double the run size of the chicken pen here and I'm sure the chickens would be much more happy overall, and we can, we don't.
One last time for this video, one more clip.
Very rarely ever buy eggs. We just do it out. And if the chickens haven't laid them, and I'm just tired of doing without. We need to increase production on the chickens, just like we're trying to do with everything else.
Well, there you go. He gave the costs and the forecast, and like he said, he wants to increase the production of everything on the farm. The farm. He just needs donators. Donations from gullible people is what he needs. Thanks for watching, and please tell us what you think.
I'm a blithering idiot.